top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the Cupid chain birth most of chains in the game? Why would I?
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yeah. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the boat leaving 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every album project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. around, let it put so much into tonight, and you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
I left something in the house.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Independent, they sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends, run it up. Say that with my chest, run it up. No, I will not bend, run it up. Gang time in it, gang time. I don't follow trends, say that with my chest. No, I will not bend, gang time. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taken to dash on wood. 10 payments to back end good. Got sense but they act no good. Side through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck up in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at Nice Guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taken to dash on wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, blasphemy, you don't out. Bossy. Bars, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof of, I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity, and I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim it better the Whittles peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Bentley Bentay, get a dash on wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably see the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. All right, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Herbert going to go to the air right away. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. That's the 45 and down at the 46. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ebron caught left side. Touchdown! Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient, find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Right back to Njoku. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Pushes him over. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And, Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Herbert off of play action. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They go with Chubb on second down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
York able to send this one through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his target, Ebron. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Perrion Winfrey brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On 2nd and goal, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone.
Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 29 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 65 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 50, here's Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Watson off play action. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
From the gun on third, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now a 2nd down and 6. A quick throw there out to Williams. Touchdown! Mike Williams, 31 yards. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lambo on for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. territory down to the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. Eckler now between the tackles. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
Way up, not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Eckler. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard and trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and this one's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Herbert now. Short little throw to Ebron. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. On the give, this is Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away. And this is caught by Williams. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A give, Eckler running to the right. And down inside the 15 he goes. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Throwing on second down. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A shotgun snap for Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have the Browns' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. On the ground, it's Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punch, but I would imagine it's tough. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The Browns drive about to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now it's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, it's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chargers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Brand new in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it.
I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe.